join me in the pledge? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Langley,
Here.
Commissioner Lawrence.
Here.
Commissioner Northrup.
Here.
Chair Jones.
Yep.
Commissioner Grice.
Here.
Commissioner Barrera. Commissioner Marquetti. Here. And Commissioner Lee.
Here. 16:07. All right. I move we approve the agenda as written or as presented.
Support.
Motion on the floor and support. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right. Public comment on agenda items only. We have 3 minutes. Close the floor for public comment. Presentations. Michigan Whole Horn Performance Pilot Program. Who's doing that? Hope is? Gotta turn my TV on.
I'm really excited to bring this opportunity forward tonight because it builds directly on the work that this board has already supported in housing and stabilization and neighborhood revitalization. As you'll see, the whole home performance model is about doing things smarter, bringing repair, energy efficiency, and hazard remediation into one coordinated project instead of making homeowners navigate multiple disconnected programs. Cass County was invited to explore this pilot because of the work we've already done. With your support, we've successfully administered over $1 million in homeowner repairs and more than $3.5 million in blight elimination funding. We've built a reputation for strong implementation of these programs and fiscal responsibility. I've asked Ross Woods from Capital Access to walk us through how this pilot works and what it would mean for Cass County. Capital Access is the HUD-assigned technical assistance provider. And Ross, thank you for being here with us tonight.
My pleasure. Hello and good evening, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we can go through a brief presentation so I can orient you a little bit more to the Whole Home Performance Program. But it's an honor and pleasure to be invited to share this with you guys this evening. Thank you so much for the invitation. I am Ross Woods with Capital Access, as Hope had mentioned. We are the HUD-assigned technical assistance provider for the Whole Home Performance Pilot. This is a pilot that we're working on not just in Cass County, but several other counties across the state of Michigan that were selected due to similar reasons as Cass, having strong local administration and capacity and a track record of success with homeowner repair programs. We're also working on a pilot in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and soon to be working with the County of Charleston in South Carolina. So we're excited to be working with several different localities on the implementation here. But tonight we want to focus on Cass County. So this presentation is really going to walk through 3 quick things. One is just to orient you a bit further to the whole home performance model. And 2 is to discuss some of the benefits of the program. And then 3, to discuss why Cass County was identified and selected by MSHDA for the pilot. So just to start off with a definition, what whole home performance is, it's really a delivery system that brings together repair, hazard remediation, such as lead abatement or asbestos abatement, those types of remediation efforts, and energy efficiencies all together in one single program and project to serve low and moderate income households. The idea is that instead of having homeowners have to learn about, know about, apply for multiple different programs that they may be eligible for, we want to bring all that together under one program, have one doorway of entry so that it's easier for people to be aware of the opportunity and to get the benefits of the different programs, so that we can address all the home's needs in one project in one scope. This graphic here just kind of gives you a flavor of some of the different funding sources and partners that are coming together for this. Of course, we have MSHDA, the Michigan State Housing and Development Authority, who's spearheading this as the HUD designated provider for the state. They are committing up to $2 million in community development block grant funding to each county that's selected and chosen to participate in the pilot. In addition to that, we're working with different state funders across the state. The Department of Health and Human Services that administers the lead remediation and weatherization assistance program that's walked out by different community action agencies at the local level. So we'll be looking to coordinate across all these various funding sources to be able to bring this in, again, under one application, one eligibility review process, and then one scope of work, so that we can coordinate the work that needs to be done on each home and hopefully bring about a whole home solution. We're also looking to tap into local utility assistance and getting cooperation from the funds that might be available for additional repair, so that we can make sure we're addressing all the home's needs through the program, rather than doing a more piecemeal approach, which has just been the case in the past due to silos and kind of funding limitations. But the whole home performance model would be trying to overcome that and bring all that together in one scope. There's also the housing appliance and electrification rebates. There's a few different funding streams in the state of Michigan for that. The HER and HERE rebates that are available through the Energy Great Lakes and Environment Department, EGLE. So we'll be partnering with them as well. And then the idea of an end loan is baked into the design as well, where if a homeowner is found to be able to support a small loan to help support some of the cost, and we can show that there's some energy savings that we can realize through the energy efficiency and upgrades, retrofit that we're able to complete on the home. Instead of giving the $100 to the utility, they can put that money back into their home in the form of these repairs, and we can stretch the dollars further to help serve some of their neighbors as well. So that's the end loan concept that would work in the coordinated capital stack as well. So quickly, just going through a few benefits of the program, and then we'll talk briefly about the Cass County selection, and then open it up for any questions you might have. But the first and key thing is that this unlocks some substantial subsidy that could come and get directed to Cass County, somewhere between 3 and 5 million, depending on how the coordinated capital stack can kind of come together with some of the different funders. But that's the early modeling, what we're anticipating that would come to each county that's participating. And that would support somewhere between 40 to 75 homes, again, depending on exactly how that all broke down. But that would be an exciting investment into the community. Also, just the faster access to these resources. And as we talked about, having one doorway, one application, it helps just with marketing. We don't have to market multiple different programs for multiple different things. We're kind of concentrating that effort and being able to have people spend less time on applying for multiple different sources and more time having their home repaired. There's also the small business development opportunity for general contractors in particular, where this can represent a steady stream of work where they can build up a book of business and get some additional capacity to be able to get certifications and other licensure that they might need. to do some of these programs. So that's going to be a part of the model is helping to make sure we're pulling in local contractor capability and capacity and helping to strengthen that. And then just at the neighborhood level, it really protects home values and improves the neighborhood safety, and really helps to defray homes from needing some sort of continual intervention. Hopefully we can complete an entire scope of work for a home and not have to go back to that home for another 20, 30 years for multiple different scopes. We can just get it all done. And then, of course, the personal investment aspect of this, where possible and where a homeowner is able, we're trying to encourage the support of an in loan to help stretch the dollars further. So just briefly why Cass County is being considered for this. First and foremost, it's the track record. You guys have a proven team. As Hope mentioned up top, the county successfully administered $1 million homeowner repair program through the My Hope program, and also the $3.5 million blight elimination project that were both completed on time and without any compliance issues. So that was a strong signal that taking on a pilot such as this would be a good investment. It's also, there's a lot of confidence at the state level in the county's capacity to manage these funds responsibly and to deliver results. There's also a need that's evident in the county. More than 70% of the county's housing stock was built before 1990, making most homes are more than 35 years old, which is around the time when some of these major repair needs start emerging, and definitely a strong need for efficiency to be built into some of these homes. There's also an existing wait list from the My Hope program, where there's over 100 homeowners that the county wasn't able to serve. That could be a ready list of folks to kind of start into this pilot. Strong local partnerships. You've got active collaborations between yourself, the Board of Commissioners, the Land Bank, and local municipalities and financial institutions. So just having that strong backbone with local partnerships is definitely key for a coordinated capital stack like the Whole Home Performance Program. And just again, circling back to the track record, MSHDA sees this as a good investment, low risk, because of the track record of implementing housing programs without any issues or timeliness concerns. And then finally, just the local leadership having the openness to have a pilot mindset to test new things, to push the envelope and try and see if we can deliver better for the communities and homeowners in Cass County, and hopefully being able to set a precedent that can be shared across the state and beyond. So real briefly before we move to any sort of questions, I just wanted to highlight two key next steps here if we're going to move forward with the pilot in Cass County. The first being a letter of intent form to be sent to MSHDA. That's going to initiate and unlock the $2 million in funding that's been kind of earmarked for the pilot. And I believe it has a March 4th deadline to get that submitted. And then MSHDA is also requesting separately a letter of commitment or commitment letter to be provided by each county, just really demonstrating and underpinning their commitment and detailing anything in particular they're bringing to the table. So those are the kind of next concrete steps in the process. But thank you so much for your time and attention, and welcome any questions that you might have, but really appreciate it.
Does anybody have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Woods. The question I have is so the homeowner, we isolate a homeowner that needs this program, and we get everything done. What's to prevent prevent the homeowner from selling his home now that's so nice and he can reap the benefits of everything we did?
Sure. So the typical CDBG mechanism for this is a kind of an affordability period where you can have, I believe the standard in MSHDA is 5 years where they've got to maintain home ownership of the home and not just turn around and flip it and sell it. And that is in the form of a lien placed on the home that would expire at the end of that affordability period. So that's the typical mechanism that's put in place.
Thank you. Good to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Is there a limit on what we can do with this home? Is there a ceiling on money that we can spend per home? Like a
Great question. Yeah, and there are caps based off the different funding sources. CDBG in particular, I think, is going to go up to $40,000 a home. And then things like the Weatherization Assistance Program, or WAP, through the Department of Health and Human Services, they have an average cost per unit around $8,500 for the weatherization scope. In total, we're kind of modeling things based off of a potential scope of up to $75,000 because of the expansive scope. And if there's lead remediation or other hazard remediation that needs to go into a scope, that can really kind of impact what we're able to do outside of just getting rid of the lead or other concerns like that. So that's kind of what we're modeling off of, but there would definitely be upper limits based off of each funding source that would be involved.
Any other questions?
I have a quick question. So it's making it a lot easier for the residents to apply, right? You're saying just one application rather than filling out different applications for each program. So it sounds like those programs are out there. Do you expect that you're just taking away that burden from the resident and putting it on the county? I'm just wondering, or if you think the process is going to be a lot smoother for the county to ask for those different programs reimbursements back.
Yeah, so that's a big part of what we're working on right now, especially in coordination with the Michigan State Funders Group that we have established as a part of this. We're trying to work out some of those particulars so that certainly for the homeowner and the applicant, we want to make it appear as if this is a seamless program for them. Behind the scenes, there's definitely going to be a high level of coordination between the different agencies and participating partners. We're still working out the kinks in terms of the payment mechanics and how some of that is going to walk out at the end of the day. But being that this is a pilot, we hope to really find some good efficiencies that we can build upon. There may be a bit of a learning curve to doing this, but I think we're making good strides, and we have a lot of the groundwork laid, but we're still coordinating and kind of figuring all of that out. So I guess to concisely answer your question, the hope is that we would be able to streamline it, especially for the homeowner, but even for the different participating partners, to where the local program manager role, which I didn't really speak to in the presentation, but that is a key component of this, where at the local level, we'll really need someone to be that linchpin that's kind of serving as that coordination body. But with a strong person in that role, we think it'll really be a smooth operation.
And then just one final question. Is that money given ahead of time, or is it a reimbursement basis where the county would be paying those bills and getting a reimbursement once it goes through those finalization stages? Just curious for cash flow purposes.
Yep. So most of the programs are reimbursement based. There is a advance of up to 25%, at least from the CDBG funding, which will be the bulk of the funding that'll go into these projects. So we can have some lead cash in hand for mobilization for the contractor, et cetera. The other concept is that you have to incur the expense. You don't have to pay the expense to get reimbursed. So long as you have an invoice, you don't have to put cash out the door before you can get that reimbursement. So there is a good kind of cash flow control to the capital stack.
Thank you
Commissioner
so
Grice.
much.
Mr. Woods, a question for, I would like to answer. Who makes the final decision on granting the program? Does it stay local, or do our local people have to jump through hoops to get approval?
So what we're planning to do is have the local program manager be the one that initially reviews the consolidated application. That would have all the funder requirements distilled. It was kind of like a highest common denominator application where we're going to weed out duplication but include everything. And then someone on the local program manager team would do a threshold eligibility review to do key components like the income verification. Is the home in Cass County, those types of threshold things, and then provide what we're calling a project approval summary to each funder, who would ultimately own the funding determination, but we try to make that process as easy and quick as possible for them by doing a lot of the legwork up front.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, Mr. Woods.
My pleasure.
All right, where are we? There it is. Vice Chair Lawrence.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve -25-2026, the February 5th, 2026 meeting minutes.
Motion on the floor and support. Don't need a roll call. Do? All right. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Lee,
Yes.
Commissioner Marquetti,
Yes.
Commissioner Grice,
Yes.
Chair Jones.
Yep.
Commissioner Northrup,
Yes.
Commissioner Lawrence,
Yes.
and Commissioner Langley.
Yes.
All right. Financial report. It's in the packet. Anybody got any questions about our financials? We got money. For now. Should even joke like that. District 1,
Nothing at this time.
District 2,
I'll just reiterate something that I said a few weeks back, is the Wayne Township Fire Department is in need of volunteers and also in need of a new chief. So if you know anyone that wants to apply for the chief's position or wants an application to join the fire department, let me know and we can put you in touch with that.
all right. District 3,
Nothing.
me for District 4, I'll be at the State of the State address in Lansing. You all will see me in a suit for the first time.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
then make sure you sit in the front row.
And get a lot of pictures. District 5,
Nothing to report, sir.
District 6 is not here. Commissioner Marquetti.
Nothing at this time.
All right. You lucked out, Commissioner Lee. What you got?
Nothing at this time.
All right. Madam Clerk, first as usual.
Just wanted to briefly share or give our IT department a shout out how they stay on top of our cybersecurity and take such good care of us. And I share that because my main office, the Register of Deeds office, has been unable to process any online sales since February 6th because the company that handled all of our online transactions was subject to a cyber attack. An employee clicked on the wrong email and somebody demanded $1 million. and the company's not paid it. We're still unable to move forwards with online sales, so hopefully within the next week or two. But very important to stay on top of that.
Yeah, thank you. They're worth their weight in gold. We get like thousands of attacks a day, probably. A day, Jesus. Madam Treasurer, Mr. Sheriff, Prosecutor,
Good evening. I'm going to weigh in on the last Commissioners' meeting. As a predicate, I want to indicate the reason I was not present at that meeting was I was out of state attending a week-long family matter.
Can you turn your mic on, please? Thank you.
I expressed to the Commissioners who graciously brought forward the motion regarding my office manager that I preferred to wait until today's meeting so that I could be present. However, I absolutely respect their decision to bring it forward on February 5th. There was a claim at the last meeting that the matter was not discussed with the administration. That is false. Myself, my chief assistant, the board chair, 2 other commissioners, and the administrator met for approximately an hour, roughly 2 weeks before the February 5th commissioner meeting. Everyone at that meeting, including the county administrator, was informed that they could expect the motion to be forthcoming. The administrator indicated that she would oppose it. She has the absolute right to oppose it, and she did. I know that she sent emails to some of the commissioners indicating that such a motion was likely forthcoming, and she opposed it. Each of you, as her boss, have the responsibility to oppose her when you disagree, and to, of course, support the administrator when you agree with her. This is nothing personal. This is simply doing business. And at the end of the day, the administrator is tasked with the responsibility of carrying out your majority expectations. There was also claimed that this motion was somehow a violation of county policy. It was indicated that this was something you could not do. That is patently false. Various employees can be granted a step increase at any time during the year by the commissioners, either directly or indirectly through the authority they grant to the administrator. Your electeds historically are judicious and do not abuse this, but we do use it. It does happen. In addition to giving the administrator this authority, you can also grant step increases at any time during the year directly as commissioners. Unfortunately, there was some suggestion at the last meeting that the commission lacked this authority. This is untrue. Although he was quickly cut off, one of the commissioners stated at best, indicating the commissioners as the financial fiduciary for the county have this authority. The ultimate authority to give step increases does not reside with countywide officials like myself or any of the others. It does not reside with the county administrator. It ultimately resides with you as the commissioners. A recent example of this is the undersheriff. You have before you a motion to give the undersheriff a multiple step increase, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with that. It was a good move. I trust that the sheriff knows what is needed in his office. Same with the clerk's office, the treasurer's office, and yes, the courts. And if it was improper to make such a request, it should have been met with the same "the sky is falling" outcry that the prosecutor's office experienced. This was extremely hypocritical and an absolute double standard. You actually heard from other countywide officials that they also desire to continue to have the ability to ask for future step increases when it pertains to retaining and hiring critical employees. And there has not been a massive rush to the door. I have 13 employees and was making a request for 1 employee, not 42. The proof is in the pudding. Over the past 23 years, both myself and fellow electeds have used this mechanism infrequently and sparingly, but when necessary. The Pandora's box outcry was an absolute red herring. Let me close with this. Every one of you at one time or another has contacted me to discuss an important criminal matter or a budgetary matter. I have always made this an immediate priority. And every one of you have missed meetings where important matters were discussed and voted on. I haven't publicly called you out for that. I learned long ago that it is best to get the full picture. That is the wise thing to do before publicly denigrating someone. If you have questions about this motion, if you wanted to learn more or just needed to talk to me, all you had to do was calmly ask that the matter be adjourned to a later date. But many of you did not pay me, my office, or my employee, Amanda Smeagol, that courtesy. Instead, various individuals spent approximately an hour publicly excoriating the motion and with often misleading information. I provide you and your constituents with probably the best prosecutor's office of its size in the state of Michigan. Ms. Smeagol was a major part of that, and she deserves all our respect. But the meeting was ended with a humiliating commentary that we can't give a raise to someone just because I like your pretty face or because they look good. Amanda Smeagol was absolutely humiliated by that. Her family was humiliated. My entire office felt humiliated. Other persons who saw this unfold felt the same way. I have a listing of some of the reasons why Ms. Smeagol is deserving of my efforts to retain this phenomenal employee and a clear leader in the prosecutor's office. Matters related to this topic will be before the county again. If you need information, just ask for it. Thank you.
Is this what you just said, or is this something additional?
Instead of my closing comments, I had some information about why she's deserving of
Okay. Okay, so
some of the reasons.
for the record, this is a page and 3/4 of the reasons that he has explained. All right. All right, moving on. We ready? All right, new business, M26-2026, motion to approve professional service agreement with Fishbeck for the Brownfield Assessment Grant.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to make that motion.
Second.
Motion on the floor and support. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Number 2, R5-2026, it's a resolution supporting House Bills 5152 and 5153.
Mr. Chair.
Sir and ma'am.
You get to pick.
We'll go with RJ this time.
Absolutely.
I move Resolution R5-2026, resolution supporting House Bills 5152 and 5153.
Anybody but Roseanne. No, I'm just playing.
I second that motion.
Second.
Just playing. Motion on the floor and support. Roll call, please.
Are we going to have any discussion?
Whoops. Are there any discussion?
Okay, so I was the one that asked to bring this resolution, and after I read it, I happened to, many years ago, know someone who this happened to, so I called our clerk and asked her what she thought about it, and we had good discussion about it, and that is the reason why I brought this forward. It was especially with the okay of our clerk.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I read through it. It seems like it's somebody getting swindled, like what's an example in there is terrible.
It is terrible.
I'm
Yes.
definitely for it.
And it happens. That's even,
All right, thank you. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Marquetti,
yes.
Commissioner Langley,
Yes.
Commissioner Lawrence,
Yes.
Chair Jones.
Yep.
Commissioner Northrup,
Yes.
Commissioner Grice.
Yes.
And Commissioner Lee.
Yes.
Resolution passes. Before I say M27-2026, if you look in your packets, it's on my sheet, it's page 1607, but there's a number 10, so I'm gonna go there. That way, 1607.
It's page 68 of
It's
92.
page 68? All right.
Yes, sir.
Because I've got mine electronically. Under closing of facilities, number 10, in the event of an employee has pre-scheduled time off or ETO, vacation, comp, that has been approved by their supervisor in the county. It closes non-emergency office as outlined in policy. The employees' leave bank will also be used as pre-scheduled. We need to take that out, and I'd like to amend that motion to take out number 10, because it has to go back to the administrator and the co-employers and have a discussion with them, the union, non-unions. But the rest is good, but we need to take that out. So
Do you need a second for that?
I think I do.
All right, I'll second that.
All right. So motion on the floor and support for an amendment, or do we have to do that?
The motion hasn't even been made.
Hasn't been made
You
yet,
have to have the motion made, and then you can make your.
and then I amendment. All right. So
Thank you.
where are we at?
All right, Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I move to approve the amended closing policy.
All right.
Second.
Motion on the floor and support. Now
Now you amend it.
now I move to amend it by taking out number 10. We need a second for that.
Support.
All right, motion on the floor and support to amend it. Yes, sir.
Just for discussion,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
instead of taking it out, I would recommend you send it back to the policy committee, because we sat and talked about that.
Okay.
And there was some elected officials with us.
Yeah.
So I think instead of pulling it, I think refer it back to the policy.
Well, that's what I intended on.
Okay.
I guess that was implied. We pull it out, approve it without that, and then once they get that squared away with the policy committee and the elected officials and administrator, then we bring it back at a later date. Good?
I'm good.
All right.
If RJ's good.
Yeah, we got that part. So motion on the floor and support to amend.
so you just debated the amendment.
It
It was seconded, you're
Seconded.
going to debate for the amendment?
Yeah.
So now you can ask for more discussion on the amendment, vote on the amendment, open up the floor for debate on the motion as amended, vote on the motion as amended.
Jesus, what he said.
Second.
I have no idea.
I'll support that.
Yeah, yeah.
So now
Well,
you
you're-
vote for the amendment,
All right.
unless there's any more discussion.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So that passes for the amendment.
Yeah, so now the floor is open for the motion as amended, which is everything minus number 10.
Right.
Yes.
And then we just vote.
Yeah, now if we pass it, we're supporting it. If you wanted to go back to the policy committee, we should probably refer it back to the policy committee.
Just number 10, not the whole thing. Because we took number 10 out.
Yeah, we've got it now, but number 10 isn't there anymore.
Right.
So if
And
your
that's
choice
good.
now is if we pass it, we're done. It doesn't go back to the policy committee unless you refer it back to the policy committee.
We'll probably bring up number 10 again later on.
Oh, separately?
Separately.
Separately,
Yeah.
so we'll amend it today without number 10, because there are other amendments. And then if we need to amend that policy again later to address what we had in there for number 10, we would take
pull
it
it
back to
back.
policy first.
Okay. Okay. so
Is
we're
that what
just
you
gonna-
wanted, Commissioner
Yeah.
Grice?
Yeah, I believe that would work.
Yeah.
We want to
Okay.
refer back because, like I said, we had input in our policy meeting. That's why it was put in, to make sure everything was protected, so we don't have historically some policy problems before, so.
Right.
This is more about the union and non-union issues right now, and really going through what is allowed in the union contract versus the non-unions, and if we want different ones. So that's really what we're stopping to look at right now. There was some more discussion after the policy committee that got brought up, so that's why they're asking to take it off for right now. It's not to go away forever, it's just so we can really dig in further into the unions. And then we've got CCIEA's union negotiations later on this year.
Thank you.
All right, so now I can call for a vote. All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We all learned something that time. Now I gotta scroll back to my. Your mic is on. Sorry. All right, next one is M 28-2026, motion to reappoint Richard Palmisano to the Woodlands Behavioral Health Board.
So move.
All right.
Second.
Motion on the floor and support. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Mr. Palmisano's a good dude.
Yes, he is.
All right, M29, 2026, motion to appoint Courtney Matthews to the EDC Board and Brownfield Development Authority for unexpired term ending 9/30/2029.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I will make that motion.
I'll support.
Motion on the floor, support. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Here's a good one. M30, 2026, it's a motion to allow Cass County Treasurer Hope Anderson to submit the MI Neighborhood CDBG money, or letter of intent form, including a letter of support as required next step for the Michigan Whole Home Performance Pilot from the video we seen.
I so move.
Second.
Motion on the floor and support. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's good. All right, public comment. Limit to 3 minutes. Floor is open. Floor is now closed. District 1, you have anything for the group?
No, sir.
2,
No, sir.
3, 5?
I got a question
Yes, sir.
for the county administrator,
Yeah.
if I could. In our packet, I can't find our financial report at all.
No, it wasn't in mine either. I was going to tell you that afterwards.
So,
Okay, we'll make sure we get that to you. Do you want it emailed or on the?
Emailed for me is fine. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get it emailed out and then I'll make sure it gets added into the packet that's online as well. So we'll make sure that transparency is there for the public as well.
Thank you.
It was the copier's fault.
Nothing report.
All right.
It was the copier's fault.
District 7, you have anything for the group?
Yes, sir. I'm wondering, could we set aside some time within the next month or so? There are some people that I would like to give a challenge coin to, and I want to do it properly. So if we could set aside some time, I have about 3 people that I'd like to award a challenge coin to.
Yeah, we'll get that added under recognitions. If
Okay,
you just want to
thank
get with me and we'll make sure it gets added onto the agenda whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, I'm easy, whenever.
Do it today. RJ, you have anything for the group? All right. We're adjourned.